What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and honey, I am back in the building. Listen. This time, honey, I am back with a recap of Love and Marriage Huntsville. This will be for season 6. I will have the episode number in the description. A couple of you guys reached out to me and asked, why is Love and Marriage Huntsville, always so late compared to other content creators? If you have been living under a rock, I don't know where you've been at, but y'all know I do work in the mental health industry, as well as, doing this. So there are YouTubers that, God bless them, they are able to just get stuff out to you just like that because they sitting at home all day. They ain't got no other jobs or responsibilities. I'm not that girl. I have a lot of other stuff going on outside of this. So, I work 16-hour shifts, and anybody that has ever worked a 16-hour shift knows when you do that back to back, your body is going to need time to like unthaw, like some frozen meat. Okay? So that is what... that's why it takes time, for me to get this out to you all, because I have to rest and, refresh and get myself back together. Okay. So anyways, honey, this episode was funny. I am definitely enjoying the second half of the season, like already. I think this is the second episode we are in, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm loving Miss Nail on the cast. At first I was like, I just want Miss Nail to be old sweet Miss Nail, but Miss Nail, honey, she said, honey, I'm not just sweet, honey. I will get into your ass. I just love how she sees Tisha Scott for who and what she is. I love when she told Melody she's not really interested in being friends with Tisha because she feels like Tisha has never been receptive to her. And I told y'all, when you are dealing with somebody that has imposter syndrome like Tisha Scott, remember, she has all these degrees and the bitch still can't talk. She still seems like she not using the damn degrees. They clocked her tea all throughout this episode. She can't take constructive criticism. Thank you, Stormy. Thank you, Kimmy. They mentioned that. She gets so sensitive about stuff because of the imposter syndrome. I know how to act like my shit is together. I have a man. I always throw him in y'all face, even though he ain't about shit, and he don't treat her like, he treat her like shit, I should say. Okay, but, she just feels like as long as I look good on the outside, then nobody will really question my credibility. Nobody will question my credentials. I'm double mastered. I had a friend in the past. She wasn't very attractive. I think I told you guys about her. But she told me, yeah, I'm not the most attractive person, but where I succeed is, I try to look good on paper. And she was also a label girl, like, into labels and, this is how much this costs. And my mother took me on a cruise, and she would try to compare her life to mine and throw subtle shade. And so I said all of that to say this. A lot of times when people run out and get all these degrees, it's not so much because they care about education or just bettering themselves and their income. It's just about the optics. It's about how it looks. I get to look smart without being smart. I actually also had a past relationship with a man that bragged about everything. And he was a lot like that ex-friend of mine, where he would brag about labels and, yeah, I shop here and I have this. And real people with real money, they don't brag about how they spend their money, what they spend their money on. They don't brag about how many hours they work. He would try to do that bullshit too. And it's just like, child, save it. Okay, save it. Well, I just worked so hard. This bitch could barely pick up a book. Okay, like, educate yourself, dummy, and quit with it. Well, I make money and I have a high credit score, so I'm successful. No, they gonna know you unsuccessful as soon as you open your damn mouth. He had a horrible vocabulary. You would have thought his hard-working ass would have took some time to better that vocabulary. But when I tell you it was all basic, and I was like, ooh, child, don't even speak, honey. Just look cute. Just look cute. I will handle all conversations, honey. You just sit there and look, be the Apollo, honey, to my Phaedra. just sit there and look cute. Like, didn't know any big words. He would copy off the shit I would say and try to remix it. And it's just like, honey, it's not giving. I'm gonna need you to shut the fuck up, please. But I said all of that once again, guys, to say this. People love putting on, and it comes from low self-esteem, low self-worth. I don't feel good about myself, so I have to seek out external value outside of myself. I have to get a degree. I have to shop at these clothing stores. I have to have all name brands. A lot of times people had issues growing up. They were teased. They're trying to make up for that past time, right, where they struggled or was a bum. So when I tell you human beings are interesting with, the things that they choose to boast and brag about, honey, you'll just be like, wow. And a lot of these people, they will swear up and down, honey, they are better than the clients that I serve. But I have seen certain behavior, you guys, from clients that I have seen from so-called regular people. So a lot of y'all, you're not too different from my clients. Quiet as kept, okay, to be all the way real. But yeah, when I look at Tisha Scott, it's just like, I don't believe you. You're fake. she's on the internet now saying how she misses her mom being a part of the show. Yeah, because you need a soft place to land, because you can't live vicariously through her, and she can't live vicariously through you. Y'all have a codependent dynamic. You know, so Tisha, instead of her embracing this alone time, well, she's really not alone. She kind of got Kimmy, fighting her damn battles here and there, so instead of her just growing up and stepping up to the plate, remember, she's talked all this shit about Mel, and yeah, that man cheated on you, and he had a baby with a side chick. She loved saying all that shit to Mel. And it's very interesting that Mel felt the need to tell Marsau at the end of the episode, oh, well, you're just mad Tisha is going to get the strength to leave you after being around me. She ain't going nowhere. I get Melody, you don't want to argue with this girl, but she is a weak ass bitch, and she knows it. Okay, that's why when her mother was on the show, her mother was saying the shit that she tried to, she tried to act like, oh, mom, that's too low. No, you've said worse shit than your mother, honestly. Y'all have both said some nasty and malicious things to Melody. But Tisha likes to play the victim, and victims, they don't like to own their shit. They would rather throw other people under the bus. That's why she called Mel a mean girl. That's also why she said that Mel, Mel got a dark soul. Like, she thinks she's so much better than everybody. Like, Tisha is one of those women where, because she sees Mel succeeding, she's ambitious, she's hardworking. She done left Martell, she done dated a couple of guys. Now she's still single, but, she is navigating life successfully without this man. And you are over there, Tisha, being a married single mother. You're by yourself, bitch. You try to put on these airs like, oh, I still got my man, I know how to keep my man, and my man, you over there doing that for my man shit, like Ariana Slow Slaw Curry, honey. Well, shit, she on the bench. At least Tisha got a ring, honey. Okay, but yeah, y'all be on that for my man shit, and you sitting up here getting scraps, breadcrumbs. Okay. So they are at the sip and see for baby Ace, and the lady that's hosting the event, she says some nice things about baby Ace, and they're not going to allow anybody to see the baby because he still has not ate yet. So Tiffany, get the breastfeeding him. And once again, we see Tiffany, she's by herself. Big Lou is gone. And like I said, when you don't listen to the whispers before you hear the screams, because Tiffany, you was warned that Big Lou didn't want that baby, but you didn't listen. You felt like, oh, I'll go out here and I'll have the baby anyways, and I'm accustomed to getting what I want. And I told y'all, they had an unhealthy dynamic. It looks like Tiffany kind of runs over Big Lou. Like, he does, like, it seemed like gives in to her when really he should have not gave her a baby if he didn't really want one. I don't believe in making anybody do anything just because you are married. I feel like that is a mutual decision, but it looked like he just gave in, gave Tiffany her way. And that's the problem with their marriage. And I don't at all think that Big Lou needs to be like the other narcissistic husbands on the show and, well, put that B in her place. And no, he doesn't need to be negative. He doesn't need to be nasty. He doesn't need to act dysfunctional with her, but just be solid with your lady. Like, babe, I'm really not feeling that idea. That's not something that I'm interested in doing in this part of my life. And that's another thing with Tiffany. People tell Tiffany the truth, but it's almost as if she doesn't want to hear it, right? It's like she's very manipulative. She only wants to hear what she wants to hear. And she won't let up on anything until she has it her way. So Tisha is at the sip and see, and she's just like, well, you guys, y'all not even talking about nothing. And then everybody gets to telling her, like, well, we could talk about the Black Expo. And Kimmy brings it up, and she was like, well, there's some feedback I would like to give you on the Black Expo. Why did she say that? Because here goes Tisha. I'm not interested in the feedback. Like, it just seems like the women, they just stay hating on me. That's another thing with bitches like her. They're very delusional. They be thinking they winning when they really losing. Bitch, you are running out of gas. It's time for your ass to pull on over and get to your nearest Sunoco. Okay, or are you a BP kind of girl? Or Speedway. Shout out to Speedway, honey. They're my people, honey. Okay, but yeah, it's like very delusional. Everybody's jealous of her. Stormy is a boss. We saw her compound, okay, her land, her acres, honey. Melody is a boss. She's over there at 4 kids. She didn't have with this loser. She didn't know he was a loser, right? But, like, everybody is successful in their own right. You got Kimmy and Maurice. They're both successful in their own right. Kimmy is a nurse. She does real estate. And I saw Kimmy, I believe, on some of those HD TV shows. She was, like, on one of them. Maurice got his credit repaired. I don't know whose credit he repairing, but honey, he like to square up and down. That's what he doing. You are dealing with a plethora of successful people. Miss Nail, she has her daycare that she's had for quite some time. You got her husband, Chris. Her and him, they both are in the real estate game where they, sell properties and, so it's just like you are sitting around people that can literally help make you better. But instead of you like being with the shits and taking constructive criticism and, instead of you being fair, right? And just hearing it out, like, this is how you know, you guys, somebody has a very low self-esteem, because they can never take feedback. They can never take any type of criticism. They don't mind talking shit about other people, telling people they got a dark soul. They don't mind cussing out bitches on their raggedy-ass husband's behalf, honey. They don't mind getting into all of that, but they can't sit up here and listen to something constructive to make the Black Expo, you know, better in the future. But her and Marsau, they are very much so committed to being fraudulent. They're very like sneaky. They move covert. That's why, you know, Tisha didn't really have an issue with Marsau asking Stormy that. Now, of course, on the show, she made it look like she, you know, had an issue. But see, you made it look like that. Just like Stormy said, you actually agreed with me. You know, that Marsau was tripping that day, and he shouldn't have told me that at the last minute. But she turned around, and because a lot of these women, they suffer from internalized misogyny. You know, my husband, he gets to run amok and treat women any type of way, but bitch, I have to check you. That's why she felt the need to come at Stormy. That's why Stormy was so confused. And I'm all over the place, you guys. I'm telling stuff out of order. But that's why when Stormy was at the table and her and Tisha hugged, when Tisha walked up, Stormy wasn't really feeling Letitia. And Letitia was like, well, yeah, you know, we talked on the phone and she seemed like she was cool. And it's just like, well, why are you hugging me like this? And because she knows you're full of shit. And Stormy meant everything she said, honey, about Marsau being a bitch. He not a woman. Shit, the titty size could have fooled me. Damn titties about big as Miss Robinson's. Okay, got milk? Okay. Or like my people say, honey, you got powdered milk, but he got something up in that titty, honey. Okay, I was like, look at him. Okay, go on and get him a sports bra already, honey. Okay. Or Playtex, one of the two, honey. Okay, because he do got some big girls on him, honey. So as Tisha's saying she doesn't need any more feedback, Miss Nail jumped in. I really love that hair color she had. And I love Tisha's hair. I love how she had it. I told you I hate Nail's hair. Like, girl, stop it with that. Ooh, that's a bad wig, Nail. You didn't need to do that. You've been doing good. Go back to your bob, girl, because that's your signature. Look, when that hair is in a bob, not when it's long, not when it's super short, but when it's in a bob, honey, the bob be bobbing, honey. That's you, Melody. It fits your face. But yeah, Miss Nail was like, yeah, she don't want to hear nothing from the Fletchers either. Yeah, she doesn't, you know, she doesn't want to be receptive to the Fletchers because she does not want to be, and her husband is like that too. They don't want to be around people that catch on to their BS. Okay, that's why they are in all these court cases, honey. That's why they being sued, because, honey, they love promising people stuff that, you know, they love making promises, honey, that they can't keep. Okay, that's why y'all stay in a court case, honey. Okay, so yeah, like Tisha likes to, I don't know, she just likes to act like she's doing way better than what she really is. That's why she accused the ladies of being jealous. And they're looking at her like, girl, bye. You don't have nothing that we would want. Okay. Tisha is very immature. I think Funky Dineva mentioned it, and I believe Carlos kind of alluded to it. Go back to watch one of the reunions. It wasn't that first one. Maybe it was that second one that they had. But yeah, he even kind of alluded like she's not mature. Even Kimmy mentioned that she would never have a relationship with Tisha outside of their husbands being brothers. Remember that? She over there trying to, you know, be her good Judy now. But Kimmy knows she wouldn't deal with Tisha because dealing with a personality like Letitia is exhausting. And what's more exhausting is these type of people, they try to go around saying, oh, I'm so sweet, I'm so nice. Why would anybody come at me? Girl, bye. You's a nasty gutter snipe, okay? And we see your ass. Well, Tammy Roman tell Malaysia, I got your number, bitch. You already remember Malaysia. No, I got your number too. And Malaysia, honey, thought she was doing something. I got your email. I got your cell phone number. I got your pager number. And Tammy said, no, bitch, I got your number. Okay, not all them damn numbers you name, but I see who you are and, you know, who you are presenting to me and who you say you is. Those are two different people, sweetie. Okay, so when people say I got your number, that's what they talking about. And that's what it is with Letitia. And she does it. She likes to hide behind her husband, right? Because everything she brags about is external. It's something outside of herself, her husband, her children, these businesses. And we heard from Miss Nail and Melody. We're going to get off into that, but that was so interesting. I love how they put this episode together. They mentioned the percentages that she owns in their businesses, and Miss Nail and Chris said they do 50-50, but Marsau has it set up so that Tisha can believe, oh, she has a higher percentage, oh, he honors her, oh, you know, he's bowing down to his wife and acquiescing to everything she wants to do, and she's running things, and no, you ain't running shit. Like Miss Nail said, shit, you getting put out your damn office. Okay, the man can't even get up to say a few kind words to your ass. Okay, the man wouldn't even take you to Africa. The man is inviting you on dates at y'all place of business and inviting the person that you said has a dark soul. Like, girl, Tisha is literally Humpty Dumpty. And honey, after this season, honey, I don't know if they're gonna be able to put Humpty Dumpty back together again, honey. Okay, so Miss Nail brought up that Tisha had mentioned that, she was going to invite her and Chris to the Black Expo. And Miss Nell was like, yeah, we talked about that at Mariah and Malia's birthday party. And Tisha didn't follow up. And Tisha tried to play it off. I'm like, damn, bitch, if you go lie, at least make it look believable. It didn't even look believable. And I love how Miss Nell stayed on her ass like white on rice. Okay, like when I tell you she stayed on her and everybody is kind of getting on Miss Nell, oh, she messy. Oh, child, anybody that come on this show is going to have to be with the mess. You're going to have to keep up shit, okay? And Miss Nell did a good-ass job. I was like, come on, girl. I was a little worried about you. Still a little worried about you because I don't like you asking Melody about was she faithful to Martell. Who the hell cares? I told y'all she could sling that pussy from here to Czechoslovakia, honey, okay? Like, I wouldn't give a damn. You don't owe no nigga no loyalty that's screwing you over. You don't owe him shit, okay? Get out of here. With all that being faithful, being loyal, being a bigger person, like, girl, you're not going to get a prize at the end for doing all that bullshiggity, so don't even do it. Slavery is over, okay? Child, if you're anything like Miss Robinson, if you're the right type of bitch, you got these niggas on a point system, okay? Shit, my last relationship, I used to be minus 5,000. Yep, that was minus 10,000. Yep, getting ready to talk to a couple of niggas. What's up? Shout out to Quad from Married to Medicine. What's up? She killed me when she say that. But yeah, when I tell you I don't play no shit, I don't take no shit off these niggas, and I think people think that I do. I don't. Niggas be on a point system. Oh, you said that, nigga? Okay, what you said today, you'll pay for it tomorrow. Okay. Oh, and yeah. Oh, you a big mama's boy, too? I love the mama's boys. I won't be visiting the bitch for a year. Because a lot of times, honey, the mama like to talk ignorant, honey. Y'all know how these men's mammies be, honey. Like, look at, like, Miss Marlene. Oh, yeah, I would. Melody is a better woman than me because Miss Marlene would have definitely been minus 20,000 points. I probably wouldn't visit her. I remember I did that to this man. Yeah, didn't visit his mother for a whole fucking year. She said something that really offended me. It was very, like, mean and malicious. And had the nerve to ask her son, well, why she don't visit me? You remember what you said, bitch? Point systems for mothers, in-laws, whoever, the dog, the cat, whatever the hell you got, honey. Okay, don't play that chickadee. Don't play with Miss Ross. Now, honey, as I digress, honey, let me get back on it. But yeah, they were all looking at Tisha like, girl, we see right through you.
I didn't think of sending personal invitations to people. I figured I put the Black Expo, on social media. That way, those that want to attend can attend. I don't understand, why that wasn't good enough.
Child, and I love how Kimmy kept saying, okay, girl, ain't no need to get an attitude.
I'm just saying, like, I'm getting real sick and tired. Like, I'm getting real sick and tired of talking about the expo.
But you just said, before you got to the table, well, when you sat down, you was like, well, y'all ain't talking about nothing. Now you look like you falling asleep. Like, girl, they trying to talk about the expo.
I'm the one that put the expo together. Maybe they should put together their own expo.
Girl, goodbye, Tisha. Goodbye. You know what Tisha should do instead of playing in our faces like she this fake business person? What she should do is she should be a manager. Yeah, up at the Popeyes. Yeah, I don't know why Popeyes, but KFC, that'll do too, shit. Okay, but I see her managing fast food. I don't see her doing all this shit that she pretending to do, honey. Stop playing with us, Tisha. Miss Nell says to Tisha, if you make a promise to somebody that they are invited somewhere, and you say that they can be there at the event, you should have sent out a personal invitation to them. It shouldn't have went on social media,
The issue is there. Like, I don't understand, like, why we, keep talking about this. Like, the issue there. I'm over. Your point is received. Like, oh my God, where is my soul? Like, for real. Like, y'all need to throw your own expo.
Honey, when I tell y'all I was cracking the hell up, I was like, see, the chickens is coming home to roost on your ass, and your big head ass husband can't help you out, Tisha. Okay? I loved it. I love how Miss Nell stayed on her ass. Ooh, I loved it. And baby, I noticed Melody, she was getting a kick out of that shit. I was getting a kick out of it too. I love seeing Melody like smile and like, see, I'm not the only one. See, I tried to tell y'all how this bitch is. And she talking about my soul is dark. No, Tisha girl, boo boo, oatmeal pie face. You got a dark soul, Tisha. Like, I do not believe this nice person that you pretend to be. A lot of codependents, I told y'all I knew one personally. They try to act like they are just these nice people and, people F them over. No, you would be surprised by these people. Okay, and I told you, they are really nasty and malicious with other women. But when they get around their man that's screwing them over, okay, because I've seen this through experience, they get around that man, quiet as a church mouse, quiet, not saying shit. Okay. Miss Nell tells Tisha, you had a totally different energy than what we had at dinner. Yeah, you was acting all friendly. I still saw that Tisha didn't want to be there and she wanted to be shady and bring up, oh, didn't he cheat on you? Or she's always, remember that funny shiggity she pulled at Melody and Martell's anniversary party the first season? Now, why would you throw somebody an anniversary party and remind them of their husbands' indiscretions. Like, why would you even bring that up? But I told y'all how these codependents are set up. They will say stuff in the most subtle and covert way. I wouldn't be surprised if Tisha was like somewhat of like a covert narcissist. That's when you say and do little slick stuff and you think ain't nobody caught on to your nasty ass behavior in your mouth.
My energy is the same. I just getting sick of this.
And Miss Nail was like, well, we were more, engaged at dinner. Yeah, she's showing you who she is. So Kimmy said, well, I brought it up, it was me. Because Kimmy sees that this bitch is sinking like the Titanic. She's at the big girls table. Okay, shout out to Kim Fields when she said that to Kenya. And you're at the little kitty table. All Tisha needs is some crayons, a coloring book, put on Sesame Street. She look like a Sesame Street girl. Some lamb chops, play along, some Barney. Tisha will be right at home because that is the level that she's at. Like, she cannot handle like a dark conversation about where the money went, where did the funds go, and yeah, see, and that's how you know you're dealing with somebody sneaky and malicious, because they don't want to answer questions about money. They want to take your damn money, though. They don't want to answer no damn questions about how the money is being used.
Well, I don't feel like I should have to answer all of that,
So Tisha, and this is why I would, like, if I was Kimmy, I would, like, distance myself. Kimmy's not going to do it probably because of the whole cancer episode and her having a near-death experience. But the Kimmy before that cancer probably, like, kept her distance. Yeah, she did. She kept her distance away from Tisha because Tisha is exhausting. You holding her accountable is an attack. Ladies, have you ever been with a man where you tried to hold him accountable for his actions and he was saying, you attacking me, you male bashing me? No. And this is how you know you're like dealing with a crazy person. Okay, somebody with some type of personality disorder. Okay? Because they can't be accountable. Now she's like kind of flipping out on Kimmy. And Kimmy is not being messy, idiot. She's like trying to like keep you honest and say, girl, maybe y'all could have did this better. Maybe you should be more upfront and transparent with people. Because I'm going to tell y'all this about life. And a lot of people, they try to act like they don't understand this. But when you are upfront and transparent with people, when you are sincere with people, they will 9 times out of 10 be that way with you if they feel like you are giving that to them. Tisha and Marsau, they thrive off of secrecy. They thrive off of smoke and mirrors. They owe all this fucking money. It's in lawsuits. They owe the barber, the businesswoman, no telling, the Zingard, whoever else, honey. They owe all these people, but she at the Beyonce concert. They owe all these people, but yet they getting their old home remodeled. They owe all of these people, and they claim they gonna be breaking ground on Scott Manor. She still don't know when. But, because Marsau can tell this bitch whatever. He could say, Tisha, bitch, I'm going to the moon.
What time you coming back, Marsau?
Like, she that type of bitch. So, child, goodbye. So, Tiffany is over there with her Karen self. Why are we even having this type of conversation about the Black Expo and a baby reveal? Girl, shut up, okay? Because if it wasn't for this damn conversation, everybody would be bored and sick, okay, and on the shut-in list, okay? So, you shut your ass up. And you feed baby Ace. And don't your ass drive Big Lou away. That's what you worry about. Because like Big Lou, honey, he trying to get away from your ass. He is planning his exit. Okay? Big Lou, you allowing this lady to run you? Okay? Big as you is, Big Lou, you better put your foot down. Okay? And say, I said what I said, Tiffany. Okay? That's what Tiffany needs, honey. But Big Lou ain't telling her that. I don't know why, child. He keep trying to spare your damn feelings, honey. But they also need to kind of have an intervention with Tiffany because she's like delusional too, right? But yeah, I was like, Tiffany, shut up.
So the Black Business Expo is over, and if anybody want to have another one, they are free to do it. Me and Marsau did the best that we could, and, either it's good enough or it ain't.
And Kimmy is like, well, girl, that's not the right attitude.
Well, that's where I'm at with it, because, I just sick of y'all attacking my business, and I don't really want to hear the feedback right now, Kimmy. I don't feel like it's coming from a good place.
Miss Nail says, well, I'm coming from a good place.
Listen, I need for people to be consistent. I can't do all this. We good, we not good. You got Stormy, acting a certain way with me. Miss Nail, like, if they don't leave me alone.
So Tiffany comes over and asks the ladies, do they want to meet, are they ready to meet baby Ace? Because she see, honey, they over there getting into it, honey. So Tiffany begins talking to Tisha about how she didn't RSVP. And, Tisha said, well, I agreed, that I would come and, support you. Baby Ace is so cute. He is adorable. Them women was gushing all over him, honey. He is a sweetie. He looked just like Louis. Oh, my God, he is so cute. So somebody asked where Kiki was, and Tisha is in her confessional throwing shade.
Who would invite Kiki? Like, with their history, I'm shocked that Tiffany would invite Kiki.
She invited you, and you ain't no better than Kiki, okay?
Kiki is always a no call, no show, so she ain't gonna be here.
Y'all see how Tisha threw that shade at Kiki? It's always this energy of expect the worst. Now, meanwhile, your cousin could be really out here suffering, but you don't give a damn about her. You are in competition with her. That's another way you guys, y'all will know that somebody is in competition with you, because they will always report to people how bad you're doing compared to them, or they'll just throw you under the bus and say, you know, the type of person that you are and what you're known for, right? I was like, Tisha, girl, you ain't no damn good.
I'm actually very surprised that, you know, Kiki is not at the baby reveal. Absolutely.
Child, that Melody voice, honey, it's hit or miss, honey. Don't judge me, honey. We try, honey. We try to do all things, honey, at the brand new 715 headquarters, honey. Okay? Now, Melody, on the other hand, says in her confessional, see, behavior reflects intention. She's actually concerned about Kiki not showing up at the baby reveal, unlike Tisha that just chose to put Kiki down, okay? And just put her cousin out there as somebody that never really show up to events or on time, or, you just can't rely on that Kiki, honey, okay? That's a hater, honey, okay? So Tiffany gets to asking the ladies, did you guys like the food? And, how's everything? Everybody said they liked everything. I'm trying to figure out, honey, like, why it take them so damn long to get the damn food together? I forgot to mention last week, they said something about it raining. I'm like, bitch, what that got to do with it? Okay. They better give you a discount, Tiffany, because I'm not in the business, honey, of hiring people, and I still got to help out. Okay, this ain't no black cookout. Shit, what the hell wrong with y'all? I want to be pampered all day, okay? My baby, Vladdy, he ain't around, honey. I need all the help I could get. But Melody, honey, gets to telling Tiffany, oh, girl, we chilling. We just talking about the Black Expo, honey. Tiffany mentioned since all these people got ideas, there should be another Black Expo. Tiffany says she could keep the front, what did she say? Oh, the front row warm, because that's where Tisha had her. And remember, she wanted to speak. Okay. I was trying to figure out where her shade was coming from. Kimmy was like, girl, I thought after the baby, honey, you would not be such a shady queen, honey. But Tiffany ain't changing. Okay, she really gonna be shady. Big Lou ain't giving her any of that pipe, honey. Okay.
Did y'all already hash out everything? Or, is y'all good? Or, how is everything?
So Tiffany ends up throwing Stormy under the bus, like, well, she had an opinion. And shout out to Miss Nail, because she was like, who is she? Say her name. She got a name, right? I was like, come on, Miss Nail. Come through, Miss Nail. Miss Nail is the messy cast member, honey, that we needed, that we didn't know we needed. Okay, Destiny girl, you need to be somewhere taking notes. Put the lottery tickets down, sis, and look at Miss Nail. This is what you could have been doing. Okay?
Man, this supposed to be a celebration. It's a sip and seed party.
So all the ladies, honey, they keep talking about this $100 that had to be paid. I didn't understand for the life of me why Stormy wouldn't just speak up for herself, but I think she didn't want to rock the boat with Tisha, because they just kind of made up. But I'm like, you still treat her shady anyway, so you might as well just come out and say that, Tisha's man, honey, wanted to charge me $100 the day of the expo, honey. So Miss Nail kept pressing. I want to know what happened with the $100. I was like, ooh, Carlos, honey, she is good. Give her a raise. Okay, she is more than Chris Fletcher's pretty wife. I loved her even more when she said, well, we already know Tish keeps ignoring me. Saying the wrong name, honey, just shady. The girl name is Tisha, Miss Nail Tisha. Yes, I spell her damn name Nail, honey. That's how they said she spell it, and that's what Miss Robinson go put on her videos. Okay, don't judge me. Okay? But I loved all of that Miss Nail did. I was like, oh, yes, 15,000 points, honey, for Miss Nail. Tisha, 0. and Kimmy kept looking at Miss Nail like, oh, you pick it at her, you pick it at her. So Miss Nail says to Stormy, so you ignoring me too, Storm? What happened with the $100? Miss Nail, like, seriously, I wasn't there. What happened? And Tisha steady rolling her eyes and sucking her teeth, honey. Okay, and go and get you some merch, okay, with the hat that says rolling your eyes and sucking your teeth. Help us a style, okay?
I just feel like we already done talked about it, and I'm over it.
I'm talking to Stormy. I just want to know, can Stormy tell me what happened, okay? And Tisha started smiling. I just love Miss Nail. Persistence, honey, will get you everything, Miss Nail. So Stormy over there like, whoa. And then Miss Nail was like, well, you got a voice of your own. And I'm like, Stormy, don't do this Destiny shit where you over there making faces, doing sign language and shit. Just answer the damn question, okay? Miss Nail said Tiffany done brought it up again. And, honey, I just want to get to the bottom of this because something don't look right, honey. I'm going to have to get in the middle of this bullshit, honey. I don't actually remember bringing up the $100, but I remember some of the vendors had to pay $100 to get into the expo. Tiffany says that Stormy told her that she had to spend over $100 on the balloon arch. So while Tiffany is explaining everything, Tisha gets her ass up and walks out because she's a child, and that's what children do when they can't handle the heat, honey. They got to get up out the kitchen. She throwing a damn tantrum.
I am so over it. I came here to celebrate Tiffany and baby Ace. Now I keep talking about the Black Expo. Like, dang, like how many times do I have to tell these ladies that me and Marsau, we did the best that we could?
Yeah, y'all always trying to take folks' money and run, honey, okay? Tisha got away from that $100 so fast with her scamming ass, okay? Guilty.
Maybe they just all upset that I threw an expo and they didn't. It's really giving hater vibes.
Girl, ain't nobody hating on you. You running out of gas, the check engine light is on, and your ass still ain't doing nothing about it, okay? You look cute though walking away, Tisha. I will give you that. I love your back being out. I love the little jean outfit thing you had going on, honey. Okay, you look cute. I loved her hair. Okay, but girl, a mind is a terrible thing to waste. Okay, you over there getting all them degrees and them people trying to figure out where the money went. Okay, like, girl, I know you know your math, your arithmetic. Okay, your multiplication. So Stormy goes to get Tisha because she's like, it's ridiculous. You need to be able to take constructive criticism. That way you can improve upon, your business acumen or lack thereof. Okay.
I'm just real sick and tired, Stormy, talking about this.
So that's what Tisha is saying as they on their way back to the table. This is how I really knew I loved Miss Nell, right? Like, child, when I tell you she was hitting all types of home runs with me. Okay, so Tisha come back to the table and say, well, we still talking about this again? And Miss Nell was like, yeah. Miss Nell said, well, y'all said that nobody paid anything when we was all out to dinner. See, the lies. And when you lie, you got to keep up with your lies, okay? But they are some liars, some scammers, some cheaters. Like, I don't trust the Knots, I don't trust them. Child, Miss Nell called Tisha out for lying, honey. It was so funny. So Kimmy puts her head down in the shame of it all, honey, okay? Because she knows that her brother-in-law and her sister-in-law is some scammers, okay? They ain't about shiggity. But Melody said, Kimmy said that her and Maurice paid, and then Miss Nell really looked confused. Miss Nell went on and said, well, y'all said Kimmy and them didn't pay nothing, Stormy and them didn't pay nothing. They be lying. That's why the girl wanted to change the subject. That's why the girl wanted to walk off, like they didn't walk off with all them people money that they owe in them lawsuits. Okay, like this is par for the course when we dealing with the Scots. Okay, scamming ain't easy, honey, but somebody got to do it. So Kimmy says to Tisha, well, y'all saying y'all didn't have no money come in. I don't know if that's a joke or, Kimmy, you know damn well, stop playing, Kimmy. Okay? I know you're trying to take up for your sister-in-law, but she's a liar. She's being called to the carpet. Now she needs to answer like a big girl, okay?
No, what I had said was that me and Marsau, we didn't make any money.
Girl, shut up. Child, they played the clip, and Big Head Marsau said that they paid for it all out of their pocket with somebody else's money, honey, because I can't trust y'all pockets when y'all owe all these people, okay? Being sued left to right, front to back. So Stormy jumped in and said, it looked like y'all being real secretive about it. When you're dealing with snakes, when you are dealing with ravenous wolves, with wolves in sheep's clothing, like Marsau and Tisha, everything has to be secretive. Everything is done in a covert, passive-aggressive way. There's a joke being made. That's why Marsau joked so much. But if you notice, when Melody read his ass at the end, he was not laughing because he knows that Melody is right. But Tisha ain't strong enough, and I told y'all, and I will keep reiterating and regurgitating that she does not plan on leaving Marsau. Okay, she has too much identity associated with Marsau and being married, and, she wouldn't be able to throw all of that in Melody's face, honey. Ain't nobody gonna be dealing with her and her mother and the lack of vocabulary that they got, and, you may got an education, but you don't talk like you got one. Okay, you better recognize.
It is nobody's business because we definitely paid for the event.
Stormy keep trying to tell her everything. It looks suspicious. People got questions and you should be willing to answer them. Even Kimmy said that. And here goes Tisha. She tries to break down, well, if anybody has ever threw an event, I was like, damn, you always messing up. The word is event. We don't need you to stretch out the event.
It ain't nobody's business where the money went.
Says a scammer, a liar, somebody that is used to taking people's funds, and just all the lawsuits, they make so much more sense now. It makes so much more. And I told y'all she's been over there with Marsau for quite some time, and she has his ways, okay? She has his ways. She feels like she could just take people money and don't have to provide any clarity, any transparency. Like, girl, like, be honest. But it's not in her. It's not in her. When people cannot do something, it's because a lot of times, 9 times out of 10, it's not in them to do it. Okay? She's not a truth teller. She's not forthright. That's why she be over there putting up with his lies, because she's deceptive as well. Okay? And she be lying to her damn self. Okay? That's why she like to be delusional. So Tisha gets upset and says she's about to go. Miss Nell is so funny. Like, girl, her name is Tisha. Don't leave, Tish. I was like, girl, Tisha, girl, you should have at least, girl, what you could have did with Miss Nell was,
girl, my name is Tisha, not Tish.
Like that, you could have used that to finagle your way up out of all this, but you didn't even, do that. You weren't even smart enough to catch on to do that. So, child, I can't feel sorry for you. The women at the table, they realize, Stormy, Tiffany, Melody has already known, because she's the one that has dealt with them the longest, and Miss Nell definitely has caught on to the fact that Tisha is not worth her salt. Her and Marsau, they do all this talking shit about Melody and all these other people that's doing better than them. right? But yeah, the way they do business, like I'm with Melody, I would never do anything with them. I could not trust them at all.
Like, I'm really so sick of talking about this. Like, if y'all want to throw an expo, do it bigger and better than me and Marsau. Like, for God's sake, give away scholarships. But I am done with this.
See, these are very basic questions, and she can't even answer them. It's making her angry because she knows her and her man did something malicious with that money. So Kimmy jumps in and says that she has thrown several events, and, you know, she doesn't feel like Tisha needs to open up her books and prove anything to the ladies, but she should be able to take constructive criticism. And I just felt like we are going in circles, okay? Round and round we go, honey. Okay, it's like they've been talking about the same shit for like 30 minutes, and it's still not, you know, it's still not registering to Tisha. Okay, if you would just answer the basic questions, the ladies can move on and feel comfortable with you. But the way you, like, you're getting angry about basic stuff, it kind of reminds me of, y'all remember when they got on Phaedra for lying about her pregnancy, and Phaedra was just like, oh well, Phaedra got to saying she felt attacked and everybody was in her business, and Cynthia said to her at the reunion, maybe it was for season 3, I think she was just like, well, no, how many months you are, that's a pretty standard question, you know, that's pretty standard, you know. So, and it's just like, if they plan on doing any type of business with you, Tisha, they want to know, where did the money go? You could have said it went to the community, okay? You didn't even say that. Okay, because that would have been a damn lie. Okay, survey says that's a lie. A lie don't care who tell it, okay? But yeah, so, and it as it turned out, Phaedra had lied about her pregnancy. She was pregnant when she got married, okay? So, yeah, but see, when a person is lying, like, look at what they will go through to protect that lie. Then her and Marsau, they're going to get down to the reunion and lie again, okay? And I hope that they have their lies rehearsed. But yet, if you notice, Kimmy definitely felt the need to jump in because she saw, once again, her sister-in-law is sinking, okay? And she also felt like, I need to jump in and save Tisha because Tisha will blame Kimmy later and say, look at what they did to me, and you just sat up there and you just, what did she do seasons 1 through 3? You just sat up there and just let them do whatever. Like, that's what that girl does. Plays the victim. She's the woe is me perpetual victim, and I'm over it.
When you put your hard work into something, you don't want to hear a whole bunch of negative things about the event.
And then Tisha lies again. She's a bad liar. She said it's okay to criticize things. No, it's not. Your behavior, your tone, your demeanor, it has displayed it's not okay to criticize or to chastise me about anything. And they wasn't even chastising you, but that's how she took it, right? So yeah, you were not prepared or ready to take any type of criticism. And criticism is not okay for you. You don't feel good enough about yourself. You suffer from imposter syndrome. That's why your ass run out here every year, get a new fucking degree. You still don't know how to spell or pronounce your words the right damn way. And girl, we are tired of it, sis. Kimmy says, well, it might be really good if we have some type of town hall meeting where, you know, we provide you with constructive criticism about the expo, about what it can, you know, what it could be next time, what things can be improved. First, they would have to tell the damn truth, really. Okay, because you can't do nothing with nobody that can't tell the damn truth. What the hell you gonna do with a whole bunch of lies and lying by omission, leaving shit out, adding shit in at the last minute, like he added in that $100, honey, okay? So, like, Kimmy girl, it's cute what you are saying, but your brother-in-law and sister-in-law, they are not equipped to have that type of meeting, okay? They're not equipped. And y'all need to start asking them why they ass stay in a lawsuit. That's the better question, shit. Okay? But yeah, all those ladies, believe you me, they are adding shit up and checking it twice. And Tisha and Marsau are not checking out at all. They know that they are scammers. They know that they are liars. Okay? And if they don't know that by now, they are at least thinking it, because it's like very suspicious how her and Marsau cannot answer basic questions and just tell the truth about what they did with the money that they made from this here expo. Okay? That was supposed to be so free for the community, and you're not going to be paying the people at all to, you know, speak and child, bye. None of it makes sense. Okay? I told y'all God is not the author of confusion. Tisha and Marsau is. So Tisha says she doesn't hate Kimmy's idea. She is definitely open to constructive criticism. No, you're not. The only reason why you are going to semi-agree with it is because you are embarrassed. You are trying to save face, and you know that these ladies, they see you. Okay? They see you for the imposter that you are. I told y'all, I'm not buying Letitia. I saw her through the years copy everything that Mel did. I literally was in a relationship with somebody where I saw the person copy every fucking thing I did and would get around people acting as if they came up with everything by themselves and didn't want to give me credit for shit, which is what Letitia has did with Mel. So I know how, like, disgusting and deplorable that behavior is, and it's annoying. You know, like, damn, you already copied. Now you can't give credit. Now you can't give props. Okay, but that's what these scammers, that's what they do. The truth ain't in them. So what did Tisha say in her confessional? I don't like getting attacked by these ladies every time I see them. See, everything is an attack. So she's gaslighting them when she says that. Okay? When a person says they feel attacked, and you know damn well they wasn't attacked, you was just asking them questions, that means I don't want to answer the questions. I don't want truth and honesty if everything that I do and bring to the group is built off of a lie. It's smoke and mirrors. The Black Expo, and I heard that it actually did pretty well, but Tisha doesn't seem like too confident about it. She just, to me, they wasn't even getting on her. They was just asking questions. So yeah, you could just see, you know, her low self-esteem. And you got all these degrees, and you still don't feel good about yourself. You still not confident. Okay? So what does Miss Codependent say in her confessional? I gonna have to discuss all this with Marsau. Yeah, you go sick your nigga on these women because you can't deal with them. Okay? And you know he ain't gonna do nothing but lie, deny, and create a diversion and change the subject. Okay, that's all that fool is gonna do. So Stormy gets to telling Tisha that as far as the $100 situation, her issue was never with Tisha, it was always with Marsau. Stormy got to talking like O-Dog off of Menace to Society. She was just like, I feel like Marsau is, what O-Dog said, you acting like a little bitch right now. You acting real paranoid and shit. Now your cousin in front of you blew his head off in front of your face and you ain't gonna do shit. You acting like a little bitch right now, Nick. That reminded me of Menace to Society, honey. Okay, I know my Menace to Society. Okay, what did Kane say to him? Well, not me, okay? I'm not killing no kids on no old folks. Man, who the go be old out there at 12 o'clock at night, nigga? Man, I'll smoke anybody, man. You know, I just don't give up. Yes, honey, Menace to Society, honey, get into it. Lorenz Tate, Tyrone Turner, Jada Pinkett. Okay, how you doing, honey? Okay, I'm about to watch that. I don't like to watch the part, honey, when Kane gets shot up. I don't like that. I don't like that. So Tisha got to telling Stormy, you know, we could have talked about it. Like this whole thing, I'm so exhausted, you guys, because it's like going in circles, you know. But Stormy was like, we did talk about it, and you was actually cool, you know, that day. I just didn't understand your energy, you know, after you checked Marsau about it. Like, you was mad at him. How did you end up getting mad with me? Because she didn't like you standing up for yourself, because she never does with her man. These codependents, they will protect the narcissist at all costs. He could be all the way wrong. Her ass will have some type of excuse about whatever he done said or did. Like, you know, the way you was acting too. And she was gaslighting Stormy because guess what? She had a right. Stormy had a right to respond to Marsau the way that she did. Miss Nail says, honey, in her confessional, she can't believe that Tisha sat up there and allowed Stormy to call her man a woman. She know he a bitch, okay? Just like Toya from Married to Medicine. She know that Eugene can act like a bitch sometimes. Because Eugene was over there messaging Quad and Anila and getting stuff. Men don't do that. I'm sorry. I don't give a damn. Okay? When you act like a man, I'm not saying men can't get upset or in their feelings, but some of the stuff that y'all do, it's too far. Okay, you up in the women's business. Okay? But yeah, but Miss Nail was like, if she ever called Chris a woman, she'll never call Chris a woman because Chris acts like a man. Marsau, he act like a woman. He always up in the women's business. He feel real confident talking to a woman. Okay? And he got the big tig old bitties, honey, okay? So Melody jumped into the conversation and was like, I'm right where you are, Stormy, because some information came back to me about the dinner that Marsau and Tisha had with the Fletchers, where he began throwing shade at me and my business, talking about how I ain't even been in business for that long. Yeah, and he tried to isolate Mel, her having this T-shirt business. That's not all she sell. She done been in the property preservation business for years. Hell, she done helped your ass get a damn job, okay? Her and Martell helped y'all get into scopes, okay? Miss Van helped with that too, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, these Scots, they ain't about shit. And go back and watch Tisha. She tried to act like she's coughing while Mel is speaking. No, girl, you don't want to hear the truth. They have been in competition with the Holtz. That's why they both relished in Martell and Melody getting a divorce. I don't give a damn what nobody says. They both like that because they felt like, yeah, their team is breaking up. Okay, now Melody got to stand on her own, and she's doing a damn good job. So Melody gets to telling Tisha, honey, I'm about ready to confront him about what he said about me. You know, I don't know how that's going to work out because, you know, I got issues with him. I'm not trying to have no issues with you. And Tisha got to saying, I understand that, Mel. Like, Marsau a big man, and he can handle himself. And Tisha was like, honey, as long as y'all get to talking to him and leave me the hell alone, I'm good. Okay, so that's how that worked out. Because I do agree with Melody that Marsau, he definitely wants Melody and Tisha at odds to kind of like, and Tisha will play into it because she has a natural hatred and jealousy of Mel. And your man, ladies, he can always pick up on that. So be careful what you tell your man, because some of these men will use that to triangulate you with another woman. And it will always be your enemy in a lot of cases, okay? If if your enemy is in close quarters to you all, in close proximity, they will use that woman. Now, Stormy doubled down. I'm like, damn, you already said it one time, but she said it like 2 and 3 times, that Marsau act like a lady, and I was like, ooh, Stormy. Kimmy got to saying he don't act like a lady, and Tisha was like, he's just very vocal, and he's very controlling. He likes to control people's opinions about him. That's why he does all that lying. And men that are super controlling are abusive. I don't give a damn if they are not putting their hands on you. Okay, like all that control stuff, that's abuse. Child, Stormy got to saying he act like a bitch. Melody said he need to come over here with the ladies. Stormy said he can put a wig on, honey. And all the ladies got to laughing. I was like, wow, child. It would have been funnier if they would have said, honey, this nigga need a bra. Somebody bring that nigga a bra up to the reunion, honey, so I can fall out. So next, honey, we got Kimmy and Maurice. They have Maurice's brother Micah doing construction on a building that they're going to be moving their offices to. I was like, dang, like, what type of genes do y'all have? Like, this brother don't look nothing like Maurice. Maybe a little like Marsau. He's bigger than them. Them genes was all over the place, child. I noticed we ain't saw that other ignorant ass brother that they got. Okay, where the hell his ass? Well, we don't want his ass on the show. Okay? But I noticed they ain't been filming with him. Mark, that's his name. So Kimmy mentions that they have to manage Micah. I was like, ooh, child, please tell me he ain't like that other brother, that first floor brother Mark, honey, okay? But he talking about he gonna have everything done about, you know, on the first, and Kimmy was like, it don't look like it. He gets to talking about his genius mind, and, you know, he's the one that's gonna be doing it, and it's gonna get done, and he's such a genius. I was like, yep, you're delusional. You're full of yourself. Yeah, you are a Scott brother. Bit self-centered. Yep. So Kimmy got to saying they were supposed to be done last month. Kimmy says with Micah being the project manager, they haven't been hitting all the timelines on this project. Of course not. Okay, he on that CP time. Okay, just like how Marsau is over there with Scott Manor or whatever that's supposed to be, honey. Okay. So Kimmy gets to telling Maurice about baby Ace's sip and see party. She got to telling him about the Black Expo. So Kimmy tells Maurice that Nell was there, and Tisha had a conversation with Nell and told her that she was going to make sure to invite her to the Black Expo, and she never did. That was done on purpose. Kimmy says that this whole money thing, the $100, is growing legs, is becoming very suspicious amongst this group. Kimmy says, because, babe, we weren't under the impression that, you know, we would have to pay anything. So Maurice says that he and Marsau were up at Black hanging out, and, you know, he was going to have to charge him $100 for the sponsorships and everything. Maurice is kind of saying it like, you know, they talked about it, it's no big deal. Now, why is this such a surprise to Kimmy? Because that's how these niggas do, these Scott brothers. They like to lie by omission. And so it looked like Kimmy had been under the impression they wouldn't have to pay anything, right? Tisha and Marsau was going to cover everything. This is their event. I love that damn top that Kimmy had on. I said, bitch, you better work. After breast cancer, honey, Kimmy is looking good. Okay, yes, I was looking at the titties, honey. I was like, they look good. Okay, shit, look at Maurice. He probably ready to hold something, honey. Okay, Kimmy was looking good, and it looks like, guys, she is returning back to herself, so I'm really happy for Kimmy. Y'all know I kind of don't like her doing all this taking up for Tisha, because I feel like Tisha need to be a big girl, okay, about these type of things, honey. Yes, things. But, yeah, Kimmy was looking good. Did anybody else notice? Okay, shit. She could probably loan Marsau a bra or something. Maybe his girls can look as good as that. Honey, Kimmy was looking good, honey. I was like, you better work, girl. What Martin used to tell Gina, you go, girl. So Kimmy ends up telling Maurice that at the dinner that Marsau and Tisha had with Chris and Miss Nell, that he told them that nobody paid anything, that him and Tisha footed the bill for everything. See, this is what happens when you lie and lie and lie, and you can't keep up with your damn lies. So Kimmy tells Maurice that Tisha was there at the baby Ace reveal, and she corroborated Miss Nell's story, you know, about nobody paying and all this, that, and the third. And it's just like, y'all and all these lies, and I'm all confused. And honey, God is not the author of confusion. And Mr. Mellow Yellow, he a liar too. He be lying by omission, nigga. We ain't forgot how you moved Monster here at the last minute, okay? And basically told Kimmy, honey, she about to be a parent again, okay? She done just raised Jalen, honey, by herself, honey, okay? She ready to live her best life. But no, your ass put more on that black woman. Shame on you. Maurice basically says he has to talk to Marsau about all of this. He doesn't want to pounce on him and Tisha in public without having all the facts. What are the facts? They ain't gonna do nothing but lie, okay? Your ass be lying too, so Charles. Sad case, honey. Shout out to Aunt Leola, honey. So Kimmy gets to saying in her confessional with Maurice, you know, I just feel like there's some type of misinformation. No, it's not Kimmy. I noticed Kimmy will like tell the truth one minute, and then the next minute it's like she starts trying to backpedal and like play dumb for her family. I think they all made a pact. pact, all the Scots, and kind of said, Kimmy, make sure you don't go too far off, being on other people's side and not our side, and we all a family, and child, get out of here with that. Okay, Kimmy, these people is lying. Okay, the people is lying. Kimmy gets to talking about how Marsau has popped off on all the ladies, Stormy, Mel, Tiffany. He done said some shady stuff about Mel, and she got this T-shirt business, and Maurice got to laugh and thought it was so funny. But he thought it was funny because that's what they do with women like Mel. They have to minimize her. Okay, that's why a lot of these toxic men, they feel the need to break you down, put you in lowest terms. They got to put you in a whole bunch of pieces, right? Because they cannot take you for being the strong, successful, affluent woman that you are. They are threatened by that, right? Now, Kimmy has a very healthy vocabulary. She says that Marsau doesn't have a line of demarcation. I said, come on with the demarcation, honey, okay? Tisha and Wanda could never, okay? Maurice says that Marsau is a sarcastic asshole. Yep, he's pompous, condescending, arrogant. His ego is inflated for absolutely no reason. I mean, the list goes on. And the real gag of it all is Mel, in my opinion, seems like she's more successful than anybody on the show. I'm not saying that nobody else is doing their thing, but Melody's fans, they really rock with her. Any product she come out with, y'all out here buying it, and so it's just like they are such haters. Not so much Kimmy, but definitely Marsau, Maurice, and Tisha. Really. Kimmy also discussed with Maurice that they should all kind of come together, kind of have a town home meeting where they discuss how the Black Expo could have been better. Maurice says he likes that idea. So we next see Melody and Miss Nail. Melody visits Miss Nail at work, and, a lot was revealed at the baby reveal, and honey, they wanted to get together 101 and spill the tea. So Miss Nail asked Melody, what did she think about Tiffany's reveal party overall? Melody said she thought that it was great. Miss Nail said she had a good time. Melody said that she was feisty at the reveal. Yeah, I was a fan of Miss Nail. I was like, girl, you are great reality TV, honey. I was worried, but I ain't worried no more. Melody says to Miss Nail she feels like Tisha rubbed Miss Nail the wrong way. Miss Nail says that she just feels like Tisha is a bit, weird. And she didn't say it, but she's a liar. Because she's like, how did you not know that I had a daycare center? And I've had it for quite some time. It's like around the corner from y'all. I always patronize Black. Me and Fletcher, we are big supporters of her and Marsau. And it's just like, it's sad to know that and look at how they treated Chris and Miss Nail. Left them off the list and did all this lying to them, honey. Just nasty. So nasty and so rude. So Melody ends up saying to Miss Nail, you said that Marsau actually called Chris the day before the Black Expo and never brought up the Black Expo to him. See, that's shady. And y'all left them people out on purpose because y'all didn't want them. They knew they wouldn't have been able to pull the wool over their heads, right? They knew that. And people are like that. There are people in life, guys, they like you when you are struggling. They like you better when you can't figure out and call them out on their bullshiggity. They like you better when they can keep you at a distance. Okay? They like you then, but once you start asking questions, once you start to try to add things up that don't make no damn sense from the things that they have said, they don't like you, and now they suspicious of you. And now Tisha is feeling attacked, and now she has to run and tell Marsau what the girls were saying. Like, child, Miss Nail, honey, she ain't here for the foolishness, honey. She say she gonna call it out. Child, they was buying cases of the black champagne in a bottle. Like, dang, that is supporting somebody, and look at how they did them. This reunion, honey, is gonna be good. Yes, Lord, honey. Miss Rossi gonna have popcorn, gummy bears, and go have me some drink up in my cup. Okay, alcoholic beverage. Yes, ma'am. Yes, Lord. So Miss Nail also mentioned that Tisha never knew that, her and Chris was supporting them like that. Like buying the cases of the black champagne in a bottle, always up at Black. Miss Nail brought up how Tisha is the majority owner of, a lot of their companies. And Miss Nail is just like, if you're the majority owner, why the hell you still don't know what the hell going on? Okay, how the hell is somebody able to kick you up out your office? Okay? Because he set that shit up like that because that's his nature. Everything is about smoke and mirrors. Nothing is ever as good as it seems, right? He did all of that to Tisha to make her feel like somebody. Okay? Yeah, right. Child, that part where Miss Nail said, they didn't show this part because I don't remember this part, but when Miss Nail said, you own 85% of a company and you got kicked out of the company, like, and then Tisha just made that screw face. Yeah, and see, that's why her and Marsau are partnered together because she don't ask questions. Okay, as long as everything looks a certain way. Okay, what did I say at the beginning of this review? As long as I look good on paper, it doesn't have to be real. Okay. That also explains why she's a big fan of getting all these degrees. As long as something is on paper, it can validate me. It can make me, feel good about myself. I can look good to other people. Okay, because she probably cared more about that than she does herself. People that really love themselves, they like to keep themselves honest and the people around them honest, but you can't keep anybody honest if you're always running and hiding from the truth. Catch that, T? Okay. That's why she was ready to run away at Tiffany's old sip and see party. That's why she was ready to run. It was time to tell the truth, right? And if I live within a lie, I'm going to always run from the truth and try to change the conversation, right? Change the subject, okay? So Melody mentions how it was when her and Martell had their business together and they was getting in the business of getting government contracts and doing proposals and submitting bids. She mentioned that there are different certifications. And one of the certifications is a woman-owned business certification. Now, I heard all this stuff that Melody is getting ready to spill, honey, from somebody else. We never talked about it on this channel, but I'm so happy Melody brought this up. I was like, girl, you are on it. You are so smart for this, for even bringing this shit up. Okay? So the woman-owned business certifications allows you to get more opportunities, okay? Okay, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. That is why Tisha is the majority owner of their businesses. Not because he loves her, okay? Not because she is Queen Bee, okay? She is the Beyonce to his Jay-Z, okay? It's the opportunities that come along with that, okay? Melody says the government found out that a lot of people that are trifling, honey, they was making the woman the majority owner of the business. That way they can say it's a woman-owned company, okay, and get the benefits off of that. And this right here is why Marsau can't stand Melody, because she always figures his ass out, okay? He likes weak, docile women like Tisha that he can manipulate and he can control, honey, like a puppet that don't ask no questions. You know, that's what he like. But that's also why he got that crush on Mel, honey, okay? So Marsau set all this stuff up the way he did with Tisha being the majority owner. That way he could get more contracting opportunities, right? That works for the field that he's in. Melody, honey, tried to get the percentages together. Well, Tisha got 85. Then what part do you got, Marsau? And what part do your partner got? And what is going on? Who said that? Okay, Mel said that. Come on, Melody. Okay, and this took me back to, y'all remember TLC and they're behind the music and Left Eye got to speaking? There are 100 points on an album. TLC had 7 points. 7 times 8, 56 cents. Y'all know. Okay, I am here to help everybody do their math. Okay, so that's what that took me back to. Shout out to Left Eye. Rest in peace. If you know anything about me, I love Left Eye. She was my favorite in TLC. Okay, as I digress. So Melody feels like Tisha is just the face of the company. She's not really involved. And that could be another reason why she can't answer no questions, because she don't know what the hell going on, okay? And don't want to know. Melody said, honey, when she was in business with Martell, there was nothing that, that she didn't know about the company. She knew everything. She actually ran the damn thing. And girl, we believe you. Okay, because child, that man he definitely was not the smart one, honey, okay, in y'all partnership. So Miss Nell mentions the Black Expo, and, do you feel like Melody, they owe anybody an explanation about what they did with the money? I feel like, yes, anytime you do any type of business with people, they have the right to know. They have the right to be clear on your intentions with their time, their money, their efforts. Even if they didn't pay, if they did pay, like, let the people know something. And I always felt like Tisha and Marsau, they just played that, well, this is for the community card, and that was it. They didn't really want to fully explain everything and be transparent and upfront and forthright about it. Because then, honey, they can't do that bullshiggity, which is what they do to everybody, that gimme, gotcha, okay? Melody says she feels like they're trying to keep this big secret about how much money they really made. Melody feels like they probably didn't even make a whole bunch of money from this event. Miss Nell thinks the opposite. She feel like they really made some money, but no, it's smoke and mirrors with these people. Melody says, honey, child, I know these people, okay? They want to make it look like they made a lot of money, but probably only pocketed, 500. Okay, yeah, the Scotts definitely, they are very arrogant. They definitely have this ego where, yeah, we want to make it seem like we didn't get that much. Because that's what Tisha said. We didn't really make no money. Okay, I'm going to tell people that, and, Child, I believe some of all of it, honey, okay? Child, they got another scam on the social media. I said, say it ain't so. You would have thought these brother talkers would have quit, okay, with the first 2 lawsuits that they got out there. But no, they scamming again, trying to raise $150,000, honey, to build a house for an unfortunate family. The unfortunate family is them. That's what they not gonna tell you, honey. And Melody couldn't even look up all the details because she got Tisha blocked and Tisha got her blocked, and she got so many people blocked, honey, she ain't about to go back and unblock her. Don't unblock her because she still think you got a dark soul, okay? She gonna take this, Melody, all this stuff you saying with Nell, even though Melody is telling nothing but the truth, okay? She gonna take all this and be like, Mel still got a dark soul. I don't know why she getting with Miss Nell to attack me. And they only got $200 or $300 donated in about 3 to 4 weeks of having this up. Child scammers. I'm so sick of them. Run away from me with this. I'm so glad they played all the clips of Marsau telling Melody that him and Tisha are not going to be a power couple. Remember, he tried to stop her from going back to school, from, getting a job, from, moving and shaking with different ladies in the community. Remember, he didn't like when Melody took her out, took her out of her comfort zone, honey. And remember, he didn't even want to watch his own damn kids. That's how I knew his ass wasn't about shit, okay? And Tisha over there bragging about that raggedy ass man. But I'm so glad, honey, they played the clips. Honey, okay, because that is the truth and nothing but the truth. And it was Melody that put that girl up on game and said, girl, you can have the blueprint. You could be a mother, you could be a wife, and a mover and shaker in business. And what did Tisha do down to that first reunion? She gave her mother and the women in her family the credit for all the progress she made in her career. Girl,
I just feel like Mel want me to give her credit for everything.
You should give her the credit. You copied every damn thing she did. She copied Melody's Embrace logo. Remember, she had the Mommy Business podcast. That's what these damn scammers do. They like to steal and copy every damn thing you do. So Melody tells Nell that she feels like Marsau is worried and scared that Tisha, if she's cool with Melody, this is why he wants them at odds, but if she's cool with Melody, she may get the strength to leave his lying, manipulative ass. And I told y'all, I love you, Melody, but that girl ain't going nowhere. He is afraid of that, but yeah, she ain't going nowhere, okay? She ain't strong enough. Remember, she's all smoke and mirrors. She's all talk, okay? She can't back shit up. Not without Marsau. She can't even handle all the ladies without Marsau. So Melody tells Miss Nell that she plans on meeting up with Marsau to confront him about all this shiggity he has said about her and her little t-shirt business. So, honey, next, honey, we got Miss Kiki and her man, honey. I need a fat man in my life, honey. Okay, I love a man that can cook. Okay, can you fix cars? Okay, what else can you do? Okay, Kiki knew what she was doing when she got with that man. Look like he gonna be checking Marsau's ass, too. So I'm really here for him. But, honey, he said he making some wings and some mac and cheese. Kiki said she didn't go to Tiffany's Sip and See, that she still ain't been doing well. She don't know what's wrong with her. I'm kind of with her husband. I feel like Kiki, for whatever reason, she wants to stay on this methadone. And it's just like, it could be affecting you more than what you are willing to admit. She claims it's making things better, but, her husband feels the opposite. So she just feel like she want him to be more, supportive of her. And I'm like, just because he sees things differently than you, Kiki, that doesn't mean he doesn't support you. Like he said, he's been with you for years. He knows when you back on that stuff. He knows when your normal self, so, it look like you got a good man, Kiki. Okay, so you just need to, figure out what's wrong with you, girl. And I'm with your man. He made a lot of sense. You can't be ordering up all that Chinese food and eating it, honey, late at night. What is wrong with you, Kiki? So next, honey, last but not least, honey, we got Melody and Marsau. I love that she got her Mellometers t-shirt on, honey. I was like, come on through, Melody. Come on through. Show the t-shirt business, honey. That's so successful. So they both ask each other how everything is going with their businesses. And Marsau says everything is going really good. And Melody said everything is going well.
God said go, like, for real.
So Melody cuts right to it and tells Marsau, I at first I was a bit upset by what I heard, what you said about me. Okay, I was a little upset at first, but I decided to ask myself, what would Miss Carol do in this situation? She's the one that threw the tea party for the girls, the etiquette party. Okay, so she decided to take a page, honey, out of Miss Carol's book, honey, okay, and address this fool in a very cordial, constructive manner, right? So Melody mentions to Marsau that she was at Tiffany's baby reveal, and she told him that Miss Nell ended up telling her that Marsau and Tisha and her and Chris, they was all at dinner, and Marsau said some things about her business practices and, took a few jabs. Marsau says a lot of times when people communicate, people have the tendency to embellish. Marsau says he didn't call Melody by name, and it was a part of a larger conversation. I'm like, get to it, nigga. You know what you said. Marsau says, what the Fletchers said, which is, well, I heard, things didn't go well because you guys didn't want to pay, talking about the Black Expo. Then Marsau says, yeah, well, I'm not going to pay anybody to be talking about their t-shirt business.
Well, Marsau, I do have the t-shirts.
I love how she was smiling and looking at him. I was like, you better do it, girl. Got the Mellometer shirt on. Do y'all got y'all Mellometer shirts? Melody says, honey, well, I think you know that my business acumen goes far beyond selling t-shirts. Yeah, girl, he has to minimize you. Okay, he has to put you in lowest terms because he can't deal with a strong woman. That's why he did not marry one. Catch that tea. I keep telling y'all some of these niggas is marrying y'all because, they just want to marry somebody that they can handle. They don't really want anybody holding them accountable and responsible for their actions. They don't want to grow, okay? Because iron sharpens iron, okay? And that's why he's with Tisha, because she doesn't keep him honest. He wants to control everything. There's that word. Melody just says, I don't think, you had to throw any jabs at me. So Marsau gets to telling Melody he doesn't value her t-shirt business. Marsau doubles down and says, I don't have a high opinion of the products business. That's why this idiot was over there telling Courtney he's selling women's products, even though they over there making millions, the millions that you wish you and Tisha could make, honey. Okay, instead of stealing it from the people, honey. Okay. So Melody gets to tell Marsau, but you've been trying to get into the e-commerce business. Okay, like make it make sense. Marsau, being the idiot that he is, he keeps double downing on it, saying, I don't have a high opinion of that business or even the business that I'm in. He says he is just in the business that he's in just to make money. Wow. Woo. Melody was all confused, honey, choking on her drink, honey. So Melody mentions in her confessional she don't appreciate Marsau trying to limit her business to just the e-commerce business. She's like, I'm sick of him and all these lies. Melody stuck it to him and said, I don't appreciate you trying to downplay what I do. Who else does that, though? Martell has did that, too. See, these narcissists, they have to do that. That way they can look like the big hero, okay, the big man. That's when Mel began kind of fixing her lash, and he says to her, don't cry, Mel. Nigga, she ain't crying over your crazy ass. I was cracking up, though, when I first heard that. I was like, this is a fool.
Nobody's crying about you, Marsau, not even Tisha. She ain't even gonna cry when she leave your ass.
And then Marsau gets to saying, why would you want Tisha to leave me? So, Melody said, well, I'm not saying I want her to. I just got a premonition. You be doing too much. Here go Marsau. This is when he act like we ain't seen him as a dad. When you want my kids to grow up in a single-parent household. They already are, nigga. You didn't even want to watch your own kids. Tisha been begging you for years to spend time with her and then cheering. Okay, the nerve of you, big toenail head. Stop playing with us, man. Damn. We all know Tisha is a married single mother. Okay,
that's it. That's it. You afraid of me and Tisha being in a really good space and her getting the strength to leave your lying, manipulative ass.
Now, why did she say that? Look at his face. He's angry. She done spoke the truth, and he's filled with a whole bunch of lies. He don't know what to do with it, okay? But child, honey, I got my life, okay? Come on, Los. When the hell Love and Marriage DC coming back? When that's coming back? But, honey, episode stopped right there, honey, and child, Mr. Marsau was in his feelings, okay? Because she called him out. Mel is the MVP, okay? Give her a little bit extra, honey, in her check, Carlos. She did a good job. Her and Miss Nell, okay? Come on through, okay? All right, you guys, that's all I have to say about all of that, honey. Get down in the comments. Let me know what you thought about this here video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, brand new, and I will check you guys out in the next video.